You're now watching an excerpt from a Terrace podcast episode exclusive to our Patreon website. If you would like to listen to the podcast in full, head over to patreon.com/Terrace podcast, where you can unlock this show and thousands of hours worth of bonus content. Right, let's move on to Nicolas Kuhn, signing for Celtic from Rapid Vienna. You're a Rangers fan, so therefore I am assured that you know everything about Celtic's incomings.
I am all over it.
What can you tell me about Mr. Kuhn?
I'm surprised a bit that Celtic, having had the summer transfer window that they had, he very much fits the existing policy. Like, he could have easily been signed in the summer. He's that kind of level of player. Young, should have a bit of an upside, hasn't yet shown in his career that he would come in and be an improvement on what Celtic already have, and that's basically where he is. I mean, he's probably a wide. I think he'll play wide for Celtic. I mean, he's technically sound. He's very quick. He's a bit like a sort of quicker Palma, but probably with a bit less quality. But he's basically just not as good at kicking the ball as Lewis Palma. Lewis Palma's very good at that with his right foot. I wouldn't say that Kuhn has as much quality in his left foot. He can go past the man, he can pick a pass. He looks like he sort of cuts inside early and looks to pick a pass. I don't see him playing over Maeda. There's also a bit of a question mark about Abada at the moment, whether he's going to stay or go. But if Abada stays fit, I would think that he would play ahead of Kuhn. Given that Palma's already sort of settled and in the team, I wouldn't have thought that he would replace him either. It's more depth for Celtic. Is that what Celtic needed? It's not the approach I thought Celtic would take, and it's not sort of the mood music. It was more like, yeah, we need quality. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I don't think he is, and he's one of those, Celtic sign about 10 or 15 of these guys every 12 months, and normally 2 or 3 of them are really good. This is going back years and years. Celtic have done this, and normally 2 or 3 of them are really good, and the other ones aren't. Bit of a strange one. It would make more sense if there's somebody leaving Celtic from those positions.
I saw that on Clyde Super Scoreboard, they talked to an Austrian football specialist who was basically like, why have Celtic signed him?
Yeah. That was my take on it. I mean, I don't think he's not a bad. He's not a bad footballer. He's not like a Hammerstrike. He's not going to be. I don't think he'll stink the place out. It's just that I don't think it's not the sort of signing that Celtic fans have been saying they need.
It's like you go and you bring back the most successful manager in your recent history.
Yeah.
Like even more successful than Ange in terms of the trophies he won. He's come back from managing at the highest level in football. Mm-hmm. It's probably taken a lot of money, maybe even a bit of convincing to bring Rodgers back up the road. And yet they just continue with this transfer policy where it's just these guys at 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. It's like, go and sign somebody good.
Yeah, that it is odd. And I say, he might be one of the ones that ends up being really good, because there are, they do consistently sign these guys that do make it.
That's what keeps it going. That's what keeps the model going, because it's a business model. There is certain sense in it, because they do this most seasons, and they've been very good at kind of player trading over the last 10 years or so. In
a sort of what may be a relatively tight title race compared to recent seasons, it looks like that at the moment. It's more of the same in terms of level, certainly, of player. He doesn't have Palma's quality, as I said. I wouldn't say, and he doesn't have Maeda's work rate. He doesn't have Abada's sort of scoring record. Is he a better player than Mikey Johnson? Probably. So will he take up Mikey Johnson's minutes and Mikey Johnson leaves? But it seems strange to me that they're not trying to sign somebody better than what they already have.